So it's a car that all of us here in India have been waiting for. Porsche's first all-electric sports car. The Taycan is finally here in not one, not two, but 8 different versions. This, what you see here, is the base Taycan. You have the Taycan 4S, you have the Taycan Turbo S, and you have the Taycan Turbo. So 4, and then you also have those 4 versions in the Cross Turismo shape as well. So in all 8 different styles to choose from. So of course, an electric sports car, the big challenge is to maintain the shape, the design we've been familiar with when it comes to the Porsche DNA, and you can see that has been maintained in the Taycan. We've seen this car in pictures, but when you see this car in flesh, you realize that they've been able to achieve almost the impossible when it comes to design of this car. Of course, apart from this beautiful frozen blue metallic color, I also love these LED lamps here. You got matrix lamps. Then you have this Glacier blue color accents as well, which you can choose, which is complementing this particular color really well of the car. If you don't want them, you also have the standard white color as an option with you. Apart from that, other design elements, the focus has been on giving you great aerodynamics. So you can see in terms of design, you go down below, you come here near the fenders and all. It's all about giving you some really nice aerodynamics, some things you really want from a car which is called a Porsche. You come to the profile, you begin with these nice 20-inch alloy wheels, comes across as standard on all the variants. You can also choose one size bigger, which is 21 inches. Then you see this capacitive controls to open the charging slot. Beautiful, isn't it? You get these on both sides of the car. Do it once more, it goes down. You come further behind on the car, you notice the flush door handles, again a beautiful thing. You come closer to the car with the key in your pocket, they pop out and you can open the car. Then, of course, battery is really important for electric car. So all the way from the front towards the rear, you have battery cells below the seats. That's where they've been placed. So again, trying to give you that electric sports car, which doesn't convert somewhat into an SUV. Sloping roofline on the top. So quite well managed. We'll go inside the cabin later and see how that performs. And then you come towards the rear. These continuous lights, the tail lamps all the way from one side to the other. It's again very unmistakably Porsche. You can see it on other cars from the brand as well. And then lot of storage spaces because electric car. So you have a boot, of course, on the rear, and you also have a storage space on the front. So a lot of places to keep your luggage inside this electric sports car. And now to the numbers and the figures on the Taycan. So it is a Turbo S, which is the most powerful, maximum power of 750 bhp. You get options of single deck and double deck batteries. It's only the base Taycan here that you can choose between the single deck and double deck. On all the variants, you only have the option of the double deck. The range approximately remains the same, which is around 480 kilometers across all the versions of the car. So here on the base Taycan, you get around 402 brake horsepower, which can go up to 470 brake horsepower with the boost mode and the double deck battery. So here we are inside the cabin of the Porsche Taycan. This is called the Porsche Advanced Cockpit. It just really makes you feel special when you're sitting on the driver's seat of this car. A lot of features are exclusive, like the instrument cluster, like this very nice screen exclusively for the front passenger, and this entire flow, it is really exclusive. But then again, a lot of things also remind you of the fact that this is a Porsche, including this elevated console that goes towards the dash, which has AC controls and a lot of other features. Now this 2 screens can be customized. When the passenger is not sitting here, you can actually choose what settings you want on these screens to make it a little easier for the driver while using the car. The steering wheel itself is very nice to hold, comes with a lot of functions. You want that from your sports car. The highlight for me though is that instrument cluster. It is beautiful, it is clear, it is absolutely precise, it's big, and the way it's designed is really, really beautiful. Now here was a big challenge. You have batteries on this car all the way from the front to the rear below the passenger compartment. So what happens is that the compartment gets raised and your thigh support isn't exactly great in most electric cars, but Porsche says they've tried to work a way around it. So they've left gaps in the battery compartment, so there are cells and there is some empty space and there are cells again. So then your feet stay further down and your thighs are not really raised to give you a more comfortable sitting position on the second row of the car. And finally, to the prices of this all-new electric sports car from Porsche. The Taycan range here in India starts at approximately 1.5 crore rupees for this base Taycan. It will of course go up depending on the variant you choose to buy and the customization options you pick up on your vehicle. And of course also, because this is an electric car, the prices will differ from state to state depending on the local rules on electric vehicles.